Our latest hero in the community? Why, it's the Gloversville Senior Center. And ladies and gentlemen, they need your help. Let's drop in on one of their lunch programs just to see how they help the community. It was such a joy being a part of the community for only an hour, just to see how they bring out smiles, friendships, and so much more from the residents of Gloversville. Let's drop by to see how the Gloversville Senior Center needs your help.
Hi, my name is Ellie DeSocia. I'm the director here at the Gloversville Senior Center at 53 Church Street. Today we are making a homemade lunch. We have 3 food programs, and today's Wednesday, so we're doing our Wednesday noontime vittles program. And we are making homemade sloppy joes. We have corn and we have fresh cake in the oven, and we have a salad in the refrigerator. So I'd like to thank you very much for coming and joining in on the show and to see what we have here at the center. Let me just stir this. Oops. Here at the center, we do 3 meal programs a week. We have a Tuesday breakfast program, the Wednesday lunch that I've mentioned, and a Saturday breakfast program. We do everything from scratch as much as possible. We do cheat a little bit once in a while, but I have a great group of volunteers that help us from community service program or just individuals from the community, as well as family members and friends, and seniors themselves also help out too. This is our refrigerator. It's not that big, and that's one of our issues here. We really don't have any commercial appliances. We have to do everything with regular appliances. So sometimes cooking for a group can be a little bit of a challenge, but we always manage. Most of our food is through a food program through United Way, and they help us fund our 3 meal programs as well as our food pantry, which we have. That's right behind here, over this way. Now this is our food pantry, and we offer it to all seniors. They can come as many times as they need to through the month. As you can see, our cabinets are a little bare. United Way has applied for a grant for us through FEMA, which is going to fill our cabinets. It'll be a couple more weeks. So we manage with what we have. We get it from people that just want to do. Executive director here at the center is I do a lot of things. I do from finding grants to fundraising to the programs to cooking, unclogging the toilets, cleaning, just about anything. All of us pitch in. We do everything and anything that we can. There isn't any particular one job that I won't do. I do everything. I've mowed the lawns and I've shoveled and snowblowed. So you do what you have to do to keep the center. Now we're going to go outside and we're going to meet the president of the board of directors, Tom Thompson. And I truly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Tom. He's an awesome guy, and we work very well together. And he's a very big asset to the center. And I have to check that cake. I guess we'll take off my gloves and we'll go outside. I'd like to introduce Tom Thompson. He is the president of the board of directors here at the Gloversville Senior Center. And we work very well together, as I have said before. And Tom, would you like to talk a little bit about how long you've been on the board and when you started?
Okay.
You've been on a lot longer than I've been here, so.
I'll give it a shot. First of all, I'd like to say that the Senior Center hasn't always been in this building. Ironically, it used to be right across the street in the old YWCA. That's where it got its start as the Ida McGinnis Senior Center. We moved across the street. Well, I don't even know how many years it's been since we've been here, but I've been involved. When I used to teach at Gloversville High School, I used to bring my Key Club kids down here and help with spaghetti dinners and other functions that the center had. They corralled me onto the board, and about 7 or 8 years ago, a spontaneous meeting, I became the president. kind of because everybody else had done it and nobody else wanted to do it anymore. So, but I enjoy it. It's really nice to help the people in this community that helped build it back in the day, and and deserve our help now. We still have the 50-55 club that meets, and that's the kind of the heart and soul. But we've also evolved in other ways. We do a lot of work with other community groups.
Yes, we
We're
do.
open for rentals, but we also have people that use the building, like the Girl Scouts.
They have Boy Scouts.
Boy Scouts, sometimes
Animal
the-
regional animal shelter. We work with, police station has used our facility. We work with a lot of programs. We work with social services, community service, United Way, Fulmont.
Fulmont Agency is a big help to us. They lease the end of the building from us, and Dennis Wilson and his crew are a vital part of this. We interchange some programs. We help each other out at times, and the fact that they rent from us is a big piece of our financial situation. If they weren't here, we probably wouldn't be either.
Mm-hmm. And we do want community groups to use the building. We have, knitting groups, and we have the ADK, a hiking group. But we certainly, would like community groups to use the building. We are working with HFM councils, I think it's called council, and they're going to be doing a program in October here for parents and about teenagers and drugs and stuff. So we do work well with a lot of the community. We enjoy that. That's we have a building. We want people to use it.
Got to mention United Way too, because they're the heart and soul of our food program. Probably wouldn't have them either.
No, they're very, very instrumental in our food.
Looking across the street at the city building over there, they contribute financially to us in their budget every year. Plus, big help from them too is they do plow our parking lot in the wintertime, and that would be a big expense if we had to go to a private contract.
Yes.
So the city's involved here too.
Yes. As well as private, from private donations and stuff. So it's a community building, and it's built by community people. So it's for everybody.
And we've had some big chunks of help in the past too. When Hugh Farley was still in office, he helped us pay off our mortgage. He paid half of it off, and just a little side story. Two people wandered into our office after Farley's grant came through and paid the rest of the mortgage. And these are people that you wouldn't expect would have that kind of money. They weren't former leather people or big business people. They were just private citizens that decided they wanted to help us out. And it was an amazing thing for them to do. And they absolutely refused to have their name published.
Well, she had worked years before. She had volunteered under a different director and would help with some parties and meals and things that they had. And then she branched off and went, I believe, to a church and was helping there for many years, feeding the hungry. So it touched her heart. She said that we were carrying on and that we were doing the food programs, and she wanted to give us the gift, and it was a very big gift.
Yep.
It was extraordinary that they did that. According to the United States Census Bureau, we have, out of the population that's in Gloversville, 15% of them are seniors, and then 27% of that 15 live below poverty level.
The other contributor I'd like to mention, we just begun to work on this grant, but Senator Tedisco has found us a grant. We're still involved with the paperwork. That'll help with building maintenance. We've got a leaky roof, and our heating system is antiquated. So if we can follow through on this grant, that'll help a lot with our bills and maintenance.
And the contractors that we have had to help us out have helped us out. They've been very kind and generous, and maybe extended the time that we had to pay, and really have helped us too. Like I said, it's a community building, so everyone is pitching in. This sign up here really has significance for me. That is, it's the Gloversville Senior Center hosts the Breakfast Nook program. I wasn't working here at the time. I was working someplace else, and I came up with a concept of doing a breakfast program for seniors down here. And I approached the board, and they did approve it. It was funded not by them, by myself, and I started doing a breakfast program. My sons actually were the cooks, and I brought my kids, and at that time we didn't really have any help or anything, so we were really starting from scratch. But it was really a lot of fun, and the breakfast program took off. So that's been, I think, 5 years. I think it's been here longer than I have been director. And it was shortly after that I became director. I think it was a year later that I became the director here. I've always lived in Gloversville. I have left a couple of times, but I've always come back. And a lot of the seniors that come here, I know from my life of being in the community. And that's what's so nice about Gloversville, is that it's, people stay here. And it's nice being here. You see an old teacher, or somebody that your parents hung out with, or somebody that I used to hang out with and stuff. So it's nice. It's nice to be in a community with people that have been part of your life your whole life. And what about you? You've been...
Well, I was born and raised here, and taught here and coached football for over a 40-year period. So this is my community, and the people that I like to see come in here are people that I've known, a lot of them, throughout my life. My parents are gone, so I adopt some of these as my adoptive parents.
Yes, family.
Yeah, it is. It's like a family.
It really is.
And I know we've got board members that are involved that are in and out of this building helping out. They would be embarrassed if I mentioned their names, so I won't. But they don't just come to a meeting and sit there and make decisions. There's a bunch of them that actually come in and help out physically.
You do all the time when I call you. You always come. You always come.
But that's a big part of it. It's these people built the community, helped the community when they were much younger, and now they deserve our help.
Yeah, they've worked here, and they've paid taxes and they've paid their dues, and now it's their turn to be taken care of and waited on, and just made feel good.
Yeah.
A lot of them do walk into the building maybe with an issue, and when they leave, we want that issue to be resolved, or at least we want to help them. So when they walk out of the senior center, they feel better.
Sometimes they just need somebody to talk to.
Yeah. They hang out with their friends, have a cup of coffee and a hot piece of cake, and makes it all better, knowing that somebody cares, and we do care.
Make this place better. We need to have a few more functions that people will come to that will make this a little bit more active and use our facilities better.
Yeah, and funding. We can always use more funding.
Oh, yeah.
We are a nonprofit, and we do have a very small budget, but we do well with it. We do really well. But we do, could use more help with making sure that the heat and everything can be paid for in the winter and things like that. There's only 2 paid staff. There's myself, and then there's Fred, who is our maintenance and cleaning gentleman. Other than that, I volunteer a lot of my time as well, and so does everybody else. So
both Ellie and Fred,
Fred
work
does too.
for far less than what we can. It's amazing what they do. You walk in here anytime, and they're here whether they're getting paid or not. If we had to pay them what they're really worth, we'd have to have a much larger budget.
No, it's not about money anyway. Being here is not about money. It's about, just like you. We're all here because we care.
We need each other at this place, so that's good. I like coming over here. I'm a senior myself.
We like seeing your smile. Well, you know what I'm doing in the summertime.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but, in the wintertime, it's my baby. I have them, inside mostly and stuff like that. And other guys do the snow blow, but I help them inside cleaning and stuff like that. Volunteer.
Yeah.
And it's good. I've been with you guys now for 7 months.
Yeah.
I just thought I just added up that 7 months I've been here. So it's good.
You see that smile? That's what it's all about, right?
Yes, that's what it's all about. All right.
There's never going to be none. I had. Haven't seen me much lately yet.
Yeah, no, you did good, huh?
Yeah, most of the paint on this red. Typical t-shirt.
You look lovely in purple. That's my favorite color.
Go get you on camera.
Okay. You'll be here for lunch? Okay.
We can't.
Good. And this much?
Smile.
Maybe this month.
Yeah.
Well, this is the center inside. We do actually a lot of things. We hold meal programs as we have said. We have yoga class. We have art class. We have our golden corners, which we'll show you in a few minutes. That's where things are donated by just anybody can donate things that they don't want anymore, and seniors can come in and they can pay whatever they want to, whether it's a penny or a quarter or a dollar, whatever. And if they don't have any money, that's okay too. If they see some things that they would like, they're allowed to take it. A lot of it, I think, is more comfort things, I think, than really what we do here. You know, as you saw, we like hugging everybody and visiting and just making them feel at home and comfortable. And they get to be with their friends and enjoy just coming someplace safe, you know. And that's a big thing that I think the town is home. You know, we have plaques around that say home. It's like an extension of home. Some of them don't have any family. We even have a Thanksgiving breakfast. We even do things on the holidays, just so they're not alone. They're with family and we're friends, and that's what holidays are, and that's what we are. We're family and we're friends. So I guess, you know, it's hard to really put into words what we do here. It's the little things that put the ripples. So it's the hugs, it's helping somebody to their chair, it's sitting there listening to them when they have a problem. You know, it's the big thing. Even if we don't solve their problem, we kind of are, because we're kind of an ear. And, you know, Tom comes in the building to fix something or to do something, and it takes him a good half an hour to walk 10 steps because people stop and say, oh, Tom, oh, Tom, oh, Tom. And same thing with me. But that's exactly what we like here, is that people feel welcomed. And stuff you want to add to what we do? Because I've gone completely blank. As far as, we have cards. People come and play cards. What else we have? We have table tennis. Did I say yoga? I think I said yoga already.
Yep.
Yoga, art, Wii. They can come and play Wii. Just a lot of variety of things. You can have parties here.
One of our board members is trying to start a new program, low impact hiking. There are some hiking trails around here that are actually handicapped accessible and have benches and tables along the way where you can sit down and rest.
Have yourself to those, okay?
Restrooms. And I'm trying to set that up this fall and see if we can get some interest from that. So we're always looking for new programs and ways to get people involved that might not have been here before.
Right here, when you first enter the doors, this is what we call our free table. We have a variety of stuff. Sometimes we have bread. Sometimes we have all kinds of food and stuff that somebody has donated. Today we have some fresh tomatoes that were donated by Goddery's Tree Farm. And they've been very kind to us, donating lots of fresh vegetables. And we just have some items here that we've had in our golden corners, which I'll explain in a few minutes, that haven't gone. So we offer them to people. Lady the other day donated a bunch of these puzzle books, and we have magazines that people can just browse through and take for their enjoyment. And behind you is our pamphlet wall. This is where all the local agencies can bring anything that they want to advertise or to, you know, for seniors. You know, we have some people that are running for public office, and some recycling information, tax information, apartments, just all kinds of healthcare needs. You can find it right here. We also have a sitting area right out there. Some people just want to sit out there, and we have magazines that you can browse through if you're waiting for your ride or just kind of want to get away from everybody. We try to create little sections where people can kind of sit. We have this section right here. We have them turned out this way because they recline. And this way, if anybody feels they want to relax, they can recline the chairs back and sit there and chat with a friend. This is our Golden Corners, which I have spoken about. This is our donation center where people can donate things that they're not using at home. It doesn't really matter what it is. We typically don't take bedding or any clothing, but anything else we're welcome to drop off to the center, and we will be more than happy to pick it up too if need be. And this is just a variety of things that we collect. And the seniors can come in and browse through and pick out some items that they'd like to donate. Like I said earlier, it could be a quarter or a dollar or nothing at all. If they don't have it, that's okay too. Some of this stuff is really nice, and actually, I would say about 80% of our decorations throughout the building have come from donations for here. And if I see an item that I really like or that we can change it and make it into something else, we do. We use it out there. So yeah. So actually, the decorations are parts of the seniors that come here, and they like that because they come in and say, "Oh my God, I gave you that." I'm like, you did. And there it is. I'm going to quickly show you the library. This is our library in here. We have a lot of very old books, and all these books have been donated. And anybody can come in here and look at a book and read it in here, or you can take it home. And I also want to mention that the building has just recently been painted throughout. Most of the paint in here was of yellow and gold color, but we are just finishing up. We picked orange for in here due to the fact that there isn't any windows or anything, but orange brings out the imagination and creativity side. So these colors were picked specifically for different reasons, to bring inspiration and to brighten their day coming in here. We do have 3 more rooms that we are going to be painting at the other end of the building, but we've done this within, I think it's been less than a month, and we've gone through, actually about 3 weeks. And we've gone through, and all the painting has been donated by people, individuals, as well as the paint itself. So it didn't cost the center itself anything to have it all painted. And Sherwin-Williams, is it Sherwin? Yeah, Sherwin-Williams in Johnstown is who helped us with the paint. And it's a special paint. It's very washable, and it's for like hospitals and nursing homes. So it's not harmful to the seniors to breathe as we were painting. Well, this is our dining room area. It's quite large. You can fit about 128 people in here at one time. And people are coming in now for our lunch. Hopefully they're going to be excited about the Sloppy Joes, which they do get menus. We have a calendar every month that lists everything that we're doing. And we have menus that are out each month so everyone knows what we are serving.
Hi, my name is Paula, and I'm on the board of directors for the Gloversville Senior Center, and I sit here and take the money for the people that come and have lunch with us. And I enjoy that. It gets a little bit busy and crazy here sometimes, but we enjoy it. We enjoy our seniors, and I have some more people that will be coming in shortly, so we always have stragglers, last minute. There's always last minute people, which is okay, because we always have plenty to serve our seniors. And we always are looking for volunteers, and we always seem to, especially during the summer, have our volunteers because school's out and the kids come and help us, and they've helped us with the painting and whatever we need. So we're always looking for volunteers. So if you want to volunteer, please come down. We'd always love to have you.
Yeah, I go through that show.
Hi, the senior center, especially our kitchen. I think our kitchen what the senior center needs. It's like appliances, like griddles, pans, things like that. We do a lot of pancakes and sausage and things like that. And we have these 2 electric pans. That's what we're looking for, or electric griddles for pancakes and stuff. So we use things like that. There are some repairs that have to be done around the center that we need funding for. And of course, paying the bills and stuff, paying the gas and electric, and we We're also a heating and cooling station, so during the winter months, if anyone is cold, anyone at all can come in here and stay for the day and be warm. We never turn anybody away. Even we're also in the summer, we're cooling. We have air conditioning, so when it's extremely cold, extremely hot, anyone's welcome to come in here. And
We also do a food pantry.
yeah, we mentioned that earlier. And with our meals, we do ask for a donation of $3 per meal, but it's not required if anybody cannot pay, because we never turn anybody away. Even if they're not seniors, we don't turn them away.
10:30 is our service of brushing his teeth.
And all of a sudden there was a chipmunk sitting on his shoulder. He climbed right over the back and sat on his shoulder.
I'd like to thank you very much for visiting the Gloversville Senior Center, and feel free to stop by anytime or give us a call. We live. See, I think it's my hope. We're located at 53 Church Street in Gloversville, and our phone number is 518-725-0923. Thank you very much, and bless you.
Well, welcome back. I'm still trying to bake the muffins. But finally, I think we're finished. I hope you enjoyed our show today. If you would like to make an order or donate muffins to charity, then please go to the website listed below. With every muffin order, we donate muffins to the charity of your choice. I call it giving your dough to charity. I also encourage you to donate directly to the featured charity today by going directly to our website and getting their information. Thank you very much for watching, and keep on dancing through life by giving to others through love. Let me finish baking these muffins, and see you next time.